Recent Terminator. We're on. We're live.
Can I please have your attention? I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story. And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen. Yay! And then... Wait!
What does that do? Did that blow your mind?
That just happened. This corner weighing in at 180 pounds. Darkness, everybody!
You've got a dirty, whorish mouth.
Bunch of fucking amateurs. Am I wrong? No. Am I wrong? Yeah. Okay, then.
Hail to the king, David.
Yeah, fuck it, dude. Let's go bull.
You tell anyone about this, I'll fucking kill you. I'm kidding. We'll come back by tonight. Okay.
What do I say?
Hello. What's up, everybody?
What's going on? That's it. What's going on? We've done this 103 times. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Kickstart with Matt.
And also Matt.
And today is the 12th of May.
Right.
The inverse of these numbers will be the day that I was born.
That is true. It's coming up.
Yes.
Couple weeks.
Finally is here.
Celebration
Good
of your days
come
of
on.
birth. Good times aplenty.
Yeah.
Pouring from the sky.
Speaking of horrors from the sky, we played a show last Friday.
Yes, we did.
For us on stage, it was a beautiful train wreck.
It was, you know what? I was thinking back on it,
Mhm.
and I'd say like 90% of it was great. We did really good through a lot of the songs.
Mm-hmm.
We just had an instance where we haven't had on stage with this band, really, or like many other times, if I had this instance where like a song gets almost completely derailed, like we almost went down in
Yeah,
flames.
we did. Yeah. I don't think that's ever happened to me on stage where like, yeah. Actually, come to think of it, that's never happened to me because,
Because you're the singer and you just wait for
I was
stop.
singing a verse. You guys were playing. Tom was playing something else.
It was the worst time for that to happen.
The guitars and you were playing something else. So
Right.
we were doing three different things at one time, and none of them were right.
No. And we all decided that the next part was the part after what we were doing.
But luckily,
Still, we were all wrong.
Luckily, the best part about King Diamond songs when you fuck it up is there's so many changes that you just wait till the next change, and then everybody can jump back into it.
It's like an ever revolving subway train.
Yes,
That's
yeah.
going just
Yeah, you
new
just
train, just
yeah.
hop on that one.
Yep, just
You
get
get-
on that
you get
one,
where
and
you're
it'll
going.
you'll find the one that's going the right direction eventually. Let's see, what else did we do beside that?
What do you mean? The show?
Besides derail the show? No. What else have we been doing? Not a whole lot, I guess. We haven't really done anything since last week.
Let's see. Mother's Day was on Sunday.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, what'd you do?
I went to see my mom. We had lunch at the Mama's place that's in Loganville. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I do.
We ride past it on the motorcycles usually.
Yes.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's like a
The place that's on the left there after you pass the
Yeah.
rudders.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she likes it though.
Well,
so
that's good. That's all that matters.
Yeah, she enjoyed it. She had fun. It was good. We
Good.
got everybody out. Daniel, a lot of times he likes to tell us like, well, this is what I'm gonna do, and you guys just if you can do it, that's cool. If you can't, I'll see you another time.
Mm-hmm.
It's not very cooperative.
Right. Yeah.
But this time he was kind of saying he might come and maybe he won't come. He didn't know.
Mhm.
He'd have to tell us the next day. So the night before, Greg and I were like, okay, Greg's like, well, how about we just do this place that Mom likes? Mama's at 12:30. And I was like, that sounds good to me. I'll be there. Let's do it. So then Daniel texts us in the morning at like 10. And he's like, can we do like 11
Mhm.
at like Olive Garden? And Greg's like, we're doing it at Mama's. We'll see if you can get there.
Yeah.
He was like, he just was like, okay, I'll be there.
That's good. Yeah.
So you just got to give it back to him. I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah. You just put your foot down.
Yeah. It all worked out. He got the kids there and everything. And so
Remember this
Man.
baseball bat you always hit everybody over with?
it's time to see what that medicine
Home
tastes
run
like.
I just went down to Delta and we just hung out down there for a little bit, and
Did your mom enjoy?
Oh yeah, I gave her these two. We just grilled. We cooked on the grill and had some salmon on the grill, which was awesome. Really, really good.
Did your dad make it?
Hamburgers, cheeseburgers, hot dogs. Yeah, I helped them too with it all, but then they bunch of vegetables, which I didn't touch, of course. And
you were gonna die an early death. I swear to God.
I will be well preserved though, because I'm full of sodium.
You're gonna be like those mummies that we dig up today, like so perfectly.
They'll think that I was a saint or something like that, that my body never decayed. But in reality, if they cut me open, it's like cutting open a Stretch Armstrong. It's nothing but salt inside.
Oh God! Have you cut open a Stretch Armstrong before?
Well, I ripped one open one time.
Oh God! Well, ew. Was it all like just like dried up Play-Doh?
No, it's like powder.
Oh, it's like powder.
Yeah, it's powder in there.
Keep it like elasticy.
Yeah, I guess it's supposed to keep it from drying up.
If you left him like alone for too long,
yeah,
his arms would get all rock hard.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and you have to squeeze them to.
Oh God,
they're like fake tits. You have to squeeze them to get them working again. Yeah.
Oh, it's like a medical procedure that had to be done.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, there's like a human Stretch Armstrong guy I read about.
Yeah. I think I might have.
He injected oil and alcohol
into his shoulders,
arms. Yeah. On his arms, and they like formed big, massive rock, like clumps in his arm, and they were going to cut his arms off, but I guess they took the rocks out.
Well, it's the same thing with fake tits. You have to massage them every day, otherwise they harden, and then you basically have rocks on your chest. Yes.
Jesus, that's horrible.
Yeah.
Does it come with a disclaimer?
Well, that's part of the consultation, I'd imagine.
Yeah, make sure you
get ready for some guys in line if you don't have a boyfriend or someone who is interested in helping you.
Just do it yourself.
Yeah, just
no, you can't touch them. Those are mine.
Hands off.
I made them. Yeah. Don't you dare touch them.
But that was ridiculous. There was some guy injected his shoulders with something, and they got like gigantic.
Yeah,
and I think he almost died.
That's what I'm talking about.
Same guy.
Yeah,
okay.
He got it in his arms and stuff. Like he had these big, disgusting looking biceps.
Yeah,
and he had these like big old fin looking traps. They were like these. They went from like his ear to his shoulder.
Yeah,
it was gross. It just looked like a wave was coming up.
Yeah,
like on the beach. It's fucking curling over his
muscular
ears.
Wave of death. Slow asphyxiation.
He became like addicted to it. Like that's what I was.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
He needed to do it.
I never actually read the whole thing. I guess it's the same way that people get addicted to plastic surgery, where they're like, when they realize, I guess what it is that there's two kinds of people who get plastic surgery. There's people who get it and they're like, okay, that's better than it was.
That did the trick.
I'm
good.
Yeah. Or there's people who get plastic surgery and they're like, that was exactly what I thought it was going to look like when I was done. Let's do something else.
I'm going to make myself someone totally
different. I'm going to be perfect. And that's how Michael Jackson turned into a white woman.
Right.
So it's basically that process of whether or not, I think doctors need to sort of have a margin of error so that they can mess it up just enough so the person doesn't want more.
Botch it just bad enough.
Like when we sew these nipples back on, we're gonna put one just a half inch lower. Nobody's gonna notice except for them when they stare in the mirror every day.
Cockeyed.
Yeah. This one's looking to the right just a little bit. Yeah, they need to work that in. But yeah, I think that that happens to more people than you'd realize. I remember watching. There used to be. It wasn't Dr. 90210. Wasn't that a regular TV show? That was 90210. It's just 90210.
Dr. 90210.
Yeah,
I think you're right.
Yeah, was it?
It was a
that
TV show about.
He was a guy. It was like a reality TV show. He's a plastic surgeon. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was talking about how there was a bunch of people and he had to cut certain people off because they would get that way.
They had to cut their actual limbs off.
Yeah, they had to cut them off.
Stop coming in here.
Yeah.
I'll cut your legs off.
We're going to cut off your fingers at the third knuckle. That way you cannot drive here anymore. You can only stump.
I can drive with my wrist.
Yeah, I do that all the time. Yeah.
You don't really need your fingers for driving.
I learned that from Bob, my old boss.
Really?
Computer shop. He used to drive like this all
Well,
the
he
time.
also used to eat ice cream with a fork.
Yeah, he did. A plastic fork too. And then when the fork head would break off, he would reach in with his one finger and fish it out.
Ew. Oh.
And then he would use that until the little prongs broke off, and then
God.
he would use
How
the
did he must have like
stick part.
a pound of plastic in his stomach.
Well,
by this time.
he did have a whole like a stroke. The whole side of his body is completely paralyzed. Actually,
Oh,
it
Lord.
was. I don't know if it still is, but yeah, he definitely had some health repercussions from a result of his constant Stargate SG-1 and ice cream habit every day.
What, he was watching Stargate SG-1? I thought he was passing through the Stargate.
Every day.
Like, it was
he used to put it on. He would be walking around doing nothing or talking about how we had to make more money or whatever. And we'd be fixing computers. And then he was supposed to go on service calls. And I'd have to chase him around like I was his parent and say, Bob, you have to go on the service call. You have to go on the service call. Go. You have to go on the service call. He'd go, oh, okay, all right. And he'd go out to his car. He'd start his car, leave the trunk open. He had a station wagon. And he'd leave the trunk open. And then he would go back in the shop and go, oh, I got to get this. And he would go in the stock room and pull out a part. And then he would wander around over to where we had all the other computers set up. And he'd say, what's going on over here? And he'd look at whatever the other guy was doing. And then I'd go, Bob, you got to go on a service call. You go, oh, okay. And then he said, well, no, I think we have to do this with this. And then eventually his car, I would just go and turn his car off, shut his trunk, bring his keys back in and put them on the table and call the person and say, he's not coming today.
How did he keep any business whatsoever? If somebody made me wait that long for just bullshit,
Who
I'd
knows?
be like, I'm never.
Who knows?
Never
Who
used
knows
to do
how
it.
he did that stuff? I have no idea. But yeah, he every day at, let's see, we would be there till 7. So I guess it was around 5. He would, whatever he was doing, he would look at his watch or something like that, and he would walk over to the TV. He got cable put in or satellite at the shop. For him, it's behind the table. It's not like it's for the customers to watch while they're waiting. It's behind the half wall or the 3/4 wall.
It's like in his office.
Yeah, pretty well. It's like in the spot where everybody works. He'd go over, change it to the Sci-Fi channel, and stand there. He didn't pull up a chair. He would just stand there, and it just so happened to be that he was standing in front of the bathroom door. So anybody had to go to the bathroom, they had to walk past him to go to the bathroom. So he would just stand there, and then he would go all the way into the far back, because the building that we're in, we used to be. Oh man, I can't think of what it was called anymore. It's the
warehouse or something.
Whiteford Packing Company. That's what it was called. And it was a real famous place. They used to sell all kinds of produce and stuff like that. And so our stock area is what used to be the refrigerators. They're not refrigerated anymore, but all the shelves were still there. The wire shelving and stuff. So we just used it to put parts on top of. So he would walk into the back where the refrigerator was, pull out his gallon thing of ice cream, and then he would go into the bathroom, which also had the coffee maker in it and some silverware and stuff, because that was where the sink was. And he would fish through the drawer, and you'd hear all this metal clanging around, and then he would come out with a plastic fork. I don't know why he kept buying plastic forks. I don't know why he didn't buy plastic spoons.
One damn metal spoon.
Never saw him use a metal spoon ever. And
that is such a weird ritual
sticking in there. And I don't know why I didn't think to soften the ice cream first. There's so many steps he could have taken.
There's any countless amount.
He
of
would
things
stick that fork in there, break the head off, but he would the whole time. He didn't look down at it like, oh man, I broke the fork. He would stare at the TV and watch Stargate SG-1, and he would just stare and stick his finger in the ice cream and fish around until he found it.
Oh.
It was the craziest thing. The first time I saw that, I was like, what is going on? I think Bob is dying. Something's wrong with him. But this other guy, Clinton, used to work there, and we used to have a blast. There was another guy, David, worked in the back, and he was really, really, really good at computers, but he was really
people.
straight edged, I guess would be
Oh.
the way to put it. And he was very serious about this. This is the computer world, and we are very important in this world. And so Clinton and I used to mess with him all the time. We would go back there and we'd be like, David, something's wrong. We got a phone call. Apparently there's viruses all over the fire department's computers, all of them. And he said, well, did they tell you anything about, what the problem was? I said, one of them is heating up to the point they're worried it's going to catch on fire. I said, but I think they'll be able to handle it. One of them keeps printing out papers. It's sad faces. It's like, how sometimes when the driver's bad, it gives you all these little symbols. Well, this one, it's just a big sad face. It keeps printing these out, and they can't stop it. They tried disconnecting from the computer, must be in the print spooler. We don't know what's going on. And then the other two are they're just loading porn videos. Just like there's like 400 of them, just one window on top of the other all the way through, and they can't turn them off. They can't close it. And they don't want to turn it off. They don't want to pull the plug because they're worried they're going to mess up the backup system. And so he would go, oh, okay, I got to call him. And so he would pick up the phone and he would call them, and no one would answer.
I heard about all the porn and the sad faces and the fire at your computers.
So nobody would be there because it would be later in the day. And so then he would drive over there. Granted, it was only like a second around. It was just you'd go to the light, make a left, and it's right there.
Yeah.
So he would go there. Everything would be fine. And he would come back and he would say, I don't know what you guys were talking about. Everything is fine. And you say, I don't know. Maybe it wasn't the fire company. Maybe it was somebody else. We couldn't really hear him when they called. But he every day, and now Bob used to do the ice cream thing a lot.
Mm-hmm.
David did this every day. He would call his girlfriend, or his girlfriend would call him, and they would talk on the phone from 5 o'clock till 7 every day.
Until 7.
They
every
lived
day
together
for 2 hours.
every day, and he would their conversation would be exactly the same almost every day. No. Well, I'm sorry that's happening. No. Well, I don't know what you want me to do about it.
I bet she was calling him about the
No.
porn
Yeah,
videos and the fires.
Yeah, it was
No.
ridiculous. They would sit back there and fight over the phone every day. It was
For
crazy.
2 straight hours.
For 2 straight hours. So he had the server back there and underneath of his desk. So he had all of the alarms on and everything. All the settings were like the way they're supposed to be for like a government server, basically.
Okay.
So Clinton and I would go back there after he would leave, because we would usually stay later and finish working on computers, or we would, whatever we were working on.
Mm-hmm.
And we would go back there, take the side cover off the server so it would trigger the alarm, so that when he turned it on the next day, it would say somebody opened the side of the computer.
Mm-hmm.
And then put the cover back on and then just leave it all where it was. So he was saying every day it was going wrong. And I said, well, maybe the trigger's going bad. Something like that. Maybe you need to replace the switch. So he got a new switch. He replaced it. And we waited like 2 days, and then we started doing it again.
Oh my God.
And we were really brutal to him. But at the same time, he was a jerk. He was
Sounds like no fun.
yeah, he was.
If you didn't get that, you guys were messing.
Not
with him.
only wasn't he any fun, but he was very
He was ugly, too.
snarky. He was ugly. He was a very ugly guy. He had a bowl cut, and he was 34 years
Oh
old.
my God.
Yeah,
The only 34-year-old who should have a bowl cut is like a
and
Beatles
he
tribute
the worst
band.
part is he had this really like bad mustache that went to the end of his
Shitty
mouth,
mustache.
and then he had like 5 o'clock shadow every day, all day. But it was very sparse. It was almost like hair plugged 5 o'clock
Ew.
shadow.
Oh, ew.
And yeah, it was not a pleasant experience, but
that is disgusting.
yeah, it was not good. But yeah, so there's many more tales as well. We had a guy that worked in the back, and I still see him every once in a while when I'm down in Whiteford there. Joe.
Okay.
He is awesome. He's an awesome dude. He's got a big bushy beard and ponytail, and he would work in the back. When I first started working for Bob, he was working out of the back of another shop. And Joe used to come by, pick up the computers that needed to be fixed, take them home, fix them, bring them back. And then I found out why, because Bob sits back there and talks to him for hours and hours and hours. And Joe doesn't want to talk to anybody, unless we're talking about music, which him and I used to do all the time. But yeah, it was crazy. It was
like one of the worst places you could possibly.
At the same time, though, I kind of miss it because it was so much fun. It was an adventure to all these characters that we encountered. Dave McGravy and all.
I remember Dave McGravy.
He was I've yet to encounter someone that angry. Well, no, I did encounter somebody with Dataware that was that angry. Yeah, but yeah. So you're familiar with the show Crank Yankers, right? Okay.
It's an old show, but yeah,
Yes.
there's puppets to.
Did you
portray.
watch a lot of those episodes?
I've seen a fair amount of them. Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember an episode where a guy calls a restaurant and he asks for a reservation in the bathroom and he wants them to put a glass, like a champagne in the sink?
Okay.
And because him and his wife met in their bathroom or whatever, they had sex for the first time.
I think I kind of do remember that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to listen to this Crank Yankers
Okay.
episode here.
Thank you for calling. Joe speaking.
Yes, my name is Spoon Love, and I'm seeking reservations for me and my wife tonight at your restaurant.
And what's the first name?
Spoon.
Okay.
We had our first date at your restaurant.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah, this is our 5-year anniversary.
Uh-huh.
I have a special request. Is that possible?
Sure.
Could you put a bottle of champagne on ice in the bathroom?
In the bathroom?
Yeah, like put some ice in a sink in the bathroom.
Okay, please hold. Just give me 1 second.
Okay.
Hey, this is Eric. How can
No. What's going on here? Hold on.
you?
Yes, we just made some arrangements.
Which is
Maybe some rose petals in the bathroom.
rose petals in the bathroom.
Yeah, this is our 5-year anniversary.
I don't think that's going to work for us.
Well, with me and my wife.
Doing anything in the bathroom is not going to work for us.
Well, your bathroom is the first place me and my wife made love. She rocks Spoon World. Woo! Make your head blow off.
Well, unfortunately,
You should have seen it. We had like 2 guys were watching.
The computer
Oh
just
my
died.
god, the computer died.
It just died.
That is very sad and disappointing.
Well,
Do you have a cord?
We'll bring it back. No, it's not the battery. It's the computer's overheating because it's hot up here.
Oh,
So the reason I wanted to play that is because that guy that they called is my friend Eric.
your friend Eric? Wait
Yeah.
a minute. Seriously?
Yes,
They-
that's when Eric
Eric
used to work in the
Matero, Eric.
used to work in the
Oh my
restaurant
God,
industry.
That is great.
That
Oh my
was
God,
his
that-
restaurant,
That sounds
yeah.
like him a little
It
bit.
is
Yeah.
him. Yeah,
Oh my god.
yeah.
That's
And he
so
posted it the
amazing.
other day.
Okay, hold on.
And-
I'm gonna try to search it if you got a cord to plug into the.
I can
phone.
get you to go into the board. But yeah, that was Eric, and he said that he didn't even realize that he was being.
Didn't he have to sign off on it, or what do you have to do?
I think that's what I haven't talked to him about it yet, but he said he didn't even realize he was being, pranked.
What was it called? Well, so I can look it up.
Spoon makes a reservation or something like that. He said he didn't even realize because that wasn't the strangest of the calls that he got at the restaurant. But yeah, because remember I told you he used to work in the restaurant industry before he moved back here to York. He worked in the restaurant industry in New York and stuff, and he got called by Crank Yankers.
Oh my god, that's ridiculous.
Yeah. But the best part, well, yeah, we'll let the rest of the episode do the talking for you there. You having any luck finding it, tracking it down?
Spoony needs dry. Hold on. Spoony Love, that's his name.
Yeah.
Spoony.
Yeah, this thing's overheating pretty bad.
Damn it.
Yeah, that's the but yeah, he was talking about how because I asked him, I said, did you just find out about this? He goes, oh no, it's just an old one, but I thought people would get a kick out of it. He just posted it the other day. No, it's the one right before that, on the list of them anyway. That's the one with the ordering roses. That's Sarah Silverman ordering roses. But anyhow, I figured that you might have. I told him, I said, Matt might have listened or seen that one before because I know that you used to watch that show all the time.
Yeah.
I still can't
might have
watch
seen
it though. I can't like look at the video because it freaks me out.
Really?
Because of
What,
the
just 'cause of
puppets.
the puppets?
Yeah, something about it really freaks me out. I guess it's the same reason I don't like the dinosaurs show.
Oh, the dinosaur show! Holy shit,
It's terrifying.
that show is scary. There was a character in the show. It was like Earl's boss, and
I don't know what you're talking about. But
He
go
was
ahead.
in like an old shitty shed, but you never saw him.
Yeah.
He just like it would like boom, and it would like get all creepy, and like he would yell at him. He was like some big supernatural force almost. Like it was freaky. It was like it like crossed the line of being like funny. I don't know. And then like the baby was got possessed by like a demon at one point in the show. That shit was fucked up, man.
Yeah.
What the fuck were they thinking?
Yeah.
Like we had in the 90s, there were people who were on some serious fucking drugs.
Yeah, that's
when
really what it was.
We were
Yeah.
kids, like making our show.
LSD and acid. It was all the flower power people, I guess, taking over the whole thing. But yeah, it was that was pretty funny, and I definitely was anxious to see what you if you had heard that whole thing
It kind
there.
of sounds familiar.
Um,
From Up Above, Spoony Love from Up Above.
no, that's not it. Looking for a bathroom reservation or something like that. That's what I searched on Google to get it to come up on the computer here. But yeah, it was definitely an interesting thing, and it was reminding me. I was saying that we had that guy, the cat guy, calling for a while there.
Yeah,
until we finally figured that one out. But I next time I hang out with Eric, I want to find out some more details as far as like how long did it take him to find out what the deal was, and did he like? I assume he would have had to have signed off on it or whatever, but especially since they used all their names.
Yeah, I know. Of course, like, because he even says Eric, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Eric.
Yeah, but it, basically the rest of the
Reservations for a special night. Here
Did you get it? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, here you go.
Just right there. Actually, I'll remove this little piece here because it doesn't always want to work. If it loads.
Oh, okay. While it's loading there.
Oh, come on.
Are you on the network or you on? Yeah. Okay. So it should work then. But yeah, he goes through and Eric is basically keeps like shutting him down, but he's still taking the reservation. So he's like handling it the best way possible.
Here we go. I got it.
Most professional. Try turning up your volume on there to make sure that's because usually when you plug in the headphones, there it is.
I'll try to fast forward a little bit.
Yeah, go ahead. If you can, it's no big deal.
Spoon.
Yeah.
Okay.
We had our first date at your restaurant.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
Eric
This
just
is our
sent
5-year
Spooning makes a
anniversary.
special reservation.
I have
Said
a
that's it.
special request. Is that possible?
Sure.
Could you put a bottle of champagne on ice in the bathroom?
In the bathroom?
Yeah, like put some ice in a sink in the bathroom.
Okay, please hold. Just give me 1 second.
Let's see who they use for him. Oh, they use look who they use for
Hey,
him.
this is Eric. How can I help you?
Oh my God,
Yes,
it is him.
we just made some arrangements.
Which is
Maybe some rose petals in the bathroom.
rose petals in the bathroom.
Yeah, this is our 5-year anniversary.
I don't think that's going to work for us.
But well, with me and my wife.
Doing anything in the bathroom is not going to work for us.
Well, your bathroom is the first place me and my wife made love. She rocks Spoon World. Woo! Make your head blow off.
Well, unfortunately,
You should have seen it. We had like 2 guys were watching.
yeah, that's great. But unfortunately,
We stunk up the bathroom that night. Yeah, that aroma was in the air. Smelled like grown sex.
that's great. Glad to hear it. That's not going to happen here tonight.
Have you ever made love to a woman in those bathrooms?
Frankly, that's none of your business. That's neither here nor there.
Well, let me tell you something, man. It was pure glory when I cracked them cheeks. weeks.
We'd be happy to take a dinner reservation for you. We're not going to make any kind of special arrangements in our restrooms.
Could you just do me one favor?
What's that?
Why don't you have a guy take a crap in the stall next to us while we do?
Sir, your reservation is for...
Could you just make sure like the toilets are clean in case like one of my balls fall in?
Sir?
Yeah.
Last name Spoon?
Yeah.
Party of 2, 8 o'clock, that's correct?
Yeah, and we want to do it in the bathroom.
Unfortunately, sir, I'm not gonna... I'm not the least bit interested in continuing this conversation on that level. Any special request taking place in my restrooms is just completely inappropriate.
All right, then what if I just eat their ass in the coat room?
Absolutely not. That is the end of this conversation. Good night.
And there it is.
Wow, nice. That's funny as hell.
Very professional, huh?
Yeah. He's like, no, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Just like, well, it's very consistent with the way that you described that how he is.
Yeah.
Like how Eric is.
Yeah. and let's see, I've known Eric for
more than a year now.
Year and a half, maybe a little bit longer than that. And yet you've still yet to meet him.
I know, yeah, it's so weird.
We
it
talk
seems
about
like
this
it would
all
be
the time.
so easy.
I was saying to him the other day, I was like, if I didn't know better, I'd think that one of you was Batman and the other was Bruce Wayne. Like neither of you are in the same place at the same time. What, do you have something else?
I have something to show.
Oh,
it just reminded me when you were playing stuff. Yeah, I know we could very well be the same person.
Yeah,
but that would be crazy.
That would be crazy.
Don't say anything.
All right, what do you got?
Hold on.
Thanks for the ride.
You've got commercials, is what you've got.
Damn you, Geico! You damn little lizard!
The lizard has ruined it.
Stupid fucking little gecko. All right, 1 second. Go ahead.
What do you? Oh, Comedy Central.
Let me go. This is bullshit, Gene. What's the matter, Rich? In the next episode, Steve Urkel turns Carl into a giant sandwich and accidentally eats him. Oh, wait, that's hilarious, buddy. It's hilarious. Come on, I'm an actor, Gene. This was supposed to be about me and my family.
I know, but after that first death spot with Steve Urkel, America fell in love with him, man. We had to make him a regular, and hey, listen, he's the star of the show now, sweetheart. We gotta play ball, Bubba.
Don't you dare Bubba me, Gene. Now, last week, Steve used his transformation machine to turn Carl into a car and drive him around the Monaco Grand Prix. Come on, how many times are we gonna use this transformation machine? This was supposed to be a blue-collar Cosby show. Now you turn it into goddamn Quantum Leap. Who writes this shit?
I couldn't tell you even if I wanted to, okay? Maybe we got like 21 writers up there, okay? You know what I'm saying, Reginald? But you and I both know that they don't decide what happens in the show, okay? We both know who decides what happens in the show.
2 weeks ago, Steve Urkel used his invisibility ray on Carl, and I wasn't even in the goddamn episode. It was just my voice.
Yes, I know, Reginald. I'm sorry. I fucking apologize. It'll never happen again.
Then Steve used his voice-changing ray to turn Carl into a high-pitched, nerdy voice. Who do you think provided the voice for that?
Don't get too feisty on me now, Reg. Let's not go down that path, okay?
Oh, we're going down that path, Gene. In a couple of weeks, Harriet, Eddie, Laura, Grandma, Aunt Rachel, Little Richie, and the other little kid are going to get teleported to another dimension. And then Steve injects Carl with his own DNA, so Carl turns into another Steve Urkel. That's 2 Steve Urkels and no family on a show called Family Matters. How the fuck does that work?
Listen, Reginald, I'll tell you, Urkelmania is unstoppable, okay? He's a phenomenon. There's nothing we can do about it, okay? It's up to him.
No. I'm an actor. I'm a fucking actor. I'm a real actor. I did Richard III. I was in True West with Sherman Helmsley. I was in Die Hard, damn it. Fuck Steve Urkel.
You will suck Steve Urkel's dick if he wants you to. You will suck his fucking dick, do you understand? He is our bread and butter, you motherfucker. I am high on cocaine.
I'm a fucking actor, Gene. I've done more cocaine than you weigh, motherfucker.
I'm going to tell you what you are, Reginald L. Johnson. You're a fucking pawn in that nerd's game. You are a fucking pawn. Do you think I have any power over what that monster does? Any power at all? I am the senior vice president of development for the American.
Gene, what's become of you, Gene?
I am nothing.
What's become of you, Gene?
G, I don't know what you mean by that, G, but you're scaring me. No, don't do anything crazy, G. Everyone does too much coke sometimes, but just what are you gonna do with the gun, G?
Pulling out a revolver.
What are you gonna do? No.
Putting one bullet
we can
in
talk
it.
this through. Okay.
The king is dead. Long live the king.
No.
Did I do that? Jaleel. There is no Jaleel. Only Steve. It's always been Steve.
Give it Kanye, motherfucker!
Forgetting something, Carl.
Don't you come near me. Stay away from me here.
Could have all been so simple, Carl. Just say your lines and take the money.
You monster! What are you doing? I can't control.
Am I doing this?
No. See, I'll do anything.
You will do what I want on Family Matters.
Yeah. Oh, of course, Steve.
See you on set, Carl.
Get out of my house, Steve!
Family Matters continued for 6 more seasons. Oh my god.
That's great.
I saw this today because I was wondering what the fuck ever happened to Reginald Vell Johnson.
Yeah.
Winslow. And he made like 3 or 4 different spoofs on his Family Matters thing, though, which are pretty funny. Like the Family Matters movie where he's trying to do like a Kickstarter. He's like, recently the Veronica Mars movie got made from a Kickstarter. I have a Family Matters script. It's called Taken 3 Family Matters. And apparently like his whole family gets taken by like a terrorist.
Okay.
And he has to, he's calling him. He's like, what is it? As time goes by, or as days go by, right? Because the song "Days Go By."
Right.
So he's on the phone, like, and taking. He's like, "Days go by, I will find you, and as days go by, I will kill you." Oh man, he's still alive though.
Yeah, he's still
I miss
kicking.
him. I want him to do like. I feel like he's he's kind of an accessory to our show in a way, because every now and then we'll get into the Harriet.
yeah, exactly. He does. He definitely fits for the whole thing.
That was a Key and Peele sketch, by the way.
Yeah,
just for our listeners.
absolutely. Yeah, for those
Which
of
Key
you
and Peele
who
is
recognize
fucking
their faces
amazing.
or faces. Yeah,
Yeah.
We didn't recognize their faces
If you
on
can't see
the
faces,
audio.
You're an idiot, stupid blind motherfucker.
Yeah.
Actually, we might have some blind listeners. I'm sorry.
To those blind listeners, we
actually blind.
extend our apologies thoroughly, inevitably, indubitably.
To the rest, I say,
sorry.
take me as I am.
That's right. See now, why didn't you do that song? That would be a
What?
perfect
Oh,
segue.
We can do that one.
No, it's too late.
All right.
It's too late. We can't do it now. Barring the computer crashing and burning here.
God, I know. We're really working with some faulty technology.
Yeah, I gotta
because
get
you
it.
got the Qbert computer.
Yeah,
It's fucking
I
big
did.
old Qbert Q
Yeah,
on the
he's-
fucking
he's
back of this
doing
thing.
all the blocks and
He's
everything's falling
been
apart.
Like, he hasn't been relevant for like 40 years.
No.
Probably.
No, not at all. Well, we're gonna do a rainbow song here.
Oh, from the glorious rainbow of
Yeah, with
known in mythology.
Richie Blackmore and RJD, Ronnie James Dio, and all that. This one's called "Kill the King," and we will be back on the other side of this break once the music starts, as it should have already, but is choosing not to because the numbers are not going forward, as you can hear, because for whatever reason,
There's no rainbow song
there is problems with the browsers that we're using, I suppose, and they are having a lot of issues.
Qbert is busy on
hopefully-
his
Qbert's too busy
third
jumping
cube.
around hopefully one of these things will work shortly, and it doesn't appear that it's going to. So I'm going to have to continue to stall until I can get it to work again. But luckily, I have a lot of words in my vocabulary, and one of these days it's going to start playing as it's supposed to. We will see if that moment is anytime soon, and if it's not, then we will have to continue talking about another topic until I have something for us to play, so we can take a musical break, and then we can go and do whatever we need to do during this break, and you can have a cigarette and I can sit here and listen to the music, and then we can all reconvene and do weird news, which is the favorite part.
I can tell you something that I
Sure.
was going to let you know about earlier, but
well, tell me about it now.
I watched did you watch Tusk yet?
I haven't watched it yet.
I watched Tusk yesterday.
Did you? What did you think?
I didn't like it.
Didn't you?
I didn't like it. I went into it with a full I went into it not full of expectation, I guess, but I was fully expecting to like the movie.
Yeah.
And I didn't really know what to expect in the film itself.
Right.
But I just figured that because I like this Modcast so much and I like Kevin Smith movies so much, that
Yeah.
I would like this movie. And I gotta say that mostly just felt very disturbed by the film.
Good. That was that was the point.
Disturbing.
Yeah.
On a lot of levels. Oh man, it really was disturbing in a lot of ways. But
Yeah.
there were moments that were meant to be really funny, and there were a lot of things that were drawn out way too long.
Yeah, that's kind of what
And
happened. Did you see Red State?
No.
Red State was kind of that way too, where it was almost as if they had cut the movie together and they didn't have enough footage, so they used what would normally be cut out,
like extra takes and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's how it felt.
Yeah,
it
because
did. It felt like that.
like the one scene, and Red State really was that way too. It was very uncomfortable, certain spots in there, because
Yeah.
there's one scene where the whole thing shifts for the first time, the whole tone of the movie,
Mhm.
where the kids that get roped into going, the kids, they talk to this lady on this chat room and they think that they're going to go have sex with her, and then when
Yeah.
they show up, they get captured by this Westboro Baptist Church type people.
Yeah.
And they get taken, and there's this gay guy in in their church, in the front of their church, in front of all the pews, and he's wrapped in plastic wrap.
Okay.
And they're telling he's committed a sin and all this kind of stuff, and they're reading in Bible verses and whatever. And then they wrap him up, they wrap his face, and he's gasping for air or whatever. And they shoot him in the top of the head. And then all his blood pulls down inside the plastic wrap. And that whole scene goes on for a long time.
Uncomfortably long.
Yeah. So to
would
a
say
certain
very-
degree, I think that it serves its purpose, but at the same time,
I guess it's meant to push the envelope and make you feel uncomfortable.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I guess you got to give Kevin Smith a little bit of room to experiment with that type of genre, because he doesn't really have any experience with it.
yeah, and he's high too, so you have
Dude,
to give
that's
him-
all I thought of.
Yeah.
And you're right. You're absolutely right. Because I thought he has gotten too stoned. He needs to stop smoking so much, because he must be so stoned that he actually thought that this stuff was really hilarious. And maybe you have to be stoned to appreciate the movie to a certain extent.
Right.
I'll say this about the movie: the first act was excellent.
Mhm.
It was really good, and it comes with all of the same type of storyline that if
Right.
you've listened to the Smodcast.
Yeah.
You know how it's going to lead in.
Yeah.
And it basically does that in a much more intricate way. And it's really well done. It builds attention a lot, and it's very creepy. And you're very atmospheric.
Mhm.
The second act is pretty good too, but the third act is really where everything really, really, really falls apart.
See, that's kind of what happened with Red State too, because the whole first act of the movie is almost like American Pie.
Yeah.
It sets up, and then it gets dark, out of nowhere really quick, and then
Yeah.
it's this whole heavy thing until the end, when John Goodman starts becoming more prevalent, and then it just,
I want to watch it just for John Goodman, though, honestly.
yeah, I mean, it's worth a watch.
Yeah.
I watched it once, and I don't know that I would watch it a second time. If somebody hadn't seen it before, I probably would watch it a second time. But
Yeah.
it was interesting. It was an interesting film. But I've definitely seen worse movies out
Right.
there. That's I guess is the best way to put it. But
That's what I would say the same thing about Tusk. And I would say to watch it, but
Yeah.
be prepared to be immensely
Disappointed.
disturbed
Yeah.
and immensely disappointed, because It's kind of awful. I'm not really sure what the aim is that he was going for to
Mhm.
how you want to feel about the character.
Right.
Because he throws in, it's intricate. I'm not going to say it's not intricate to
Yeah.
some extent with his main character, because he throws in like, he makes you feel a certain way about him, and then he kind of makes you feel another way about him.
Mhm.
And all the while this stuff is happening to him, and it's really terrible. But the thing that really kind of ruins a movie, which is what I thought was going to make it great,
Right.
is Johnny Depp.
Yeah. 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 The
'Cause-
surprise character.
In the beginning, when he comes in, it's kind of funny
Mhm.
because it's kind of funny because he's supposed to be like this, like you kind of believe that he's like an ace detective,
Yeah.
and he is very ridiculous.
Okay. Well, that's good. That's not a bad thing. He does that role well.
Yeah, it's okay. I just think that Kevin Smith didn't really treat him the right way,
Mhm.
and he didn't use him the right way because it kind of became very unfunny very quickly.
Well, that might have been part of the plot.
Perhaps.
Part of the point, rather.
Yeah.
I personally like it when they do that kind of thing, when they take somebody who's, especially someone who's well known for a certain kind of role, and then they throw them into something completely wrong.
Yeah.
And they're not apologetic about it. Like, it's like, no, he's terrible at this part, and we're going to continue to shoot
You
him.
need to watch
Thing.
this
Yeah.
crap.
Yeah, watch
Yeah.
this crash and burn. But we'll see. Eric just was messaging me, and he told me that Comedy Central called him like a week later at the restaurant and offered him $100 to
free $100
to air the episode. So that's
it's not like
how
he
the
embarrassed
rights all
himself
went
in
through.
any way.
Oh no, he was
it's-
perfectly professional.
Yeah,
which is
it was great.
unbelievable.
Made for good comedy.
I was talking to somebody who was a legitimate customer today at the store and at the computer shop, and I lost my patience almost immediately because she
Really?
was. Well, see, my pet peeve at the store is when they tell me when I'm going to come out and fix their computer, and as soon as they say that, it doesn't matter if I'm sitting there twiddling my thumbs. If they tell me, I'm going to need you to come out tomorrow morning and fix this computer, say, sorry, I'm busy until next week. I seriously do it. I do it all the time.
Well,
Because
it's kinda
fuck
rude
them.
to
That's
be
why.
like, you're gonna come out and do this thing for me
Yeah.
at this time.
Yeah.
Like it's a lot more polite. I mean, even if they're the paying customer,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. It's like, when can you come out here? to fix
Exactly.
it for us?
Or are you free tomorrow morning?
Yeah.
Sure.
Are you available?
I can get out there. Let's say 10 o'clock. I'll probably be there earlier, but we'll say 10 to be safe.
Like you
No
should-
problem.
You should speak to people like they're a human being first.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, and then, I think it's only after, and like you're the very first line of defense in
Mhm.
that.
Mhm.
It's not like when you're talking to like your cell phone company or your cable company,
Yeah.
where you've called like 4 or 5 people.
Yeah, yeah.
Now you're talking to like Rajiv in India.
Yeah,
over there,
yeah,
And you're
yeah.
like, look, like I'm sick of it.
Right.
And somebody needs to do something now.
Yeah.
You're
exactly.
you're the first person they talk to.
They call. I'm the one that picks up. They aren't getting
very
transferred to me or anything. I'm the person who answers the phone. I can tell you what's going on.
But
if you need to talk to somebody else,
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, I help people remotely, and we don't charge them a thing. But
Oh, yeah.
when you're a dick about it, that's when I'm more than happy to fuck you.
Fuck them.
Yeah. Well, there's this whole thing. When I first started working there, I was going through my desk, and there was this old handbook from the computer shop
Mhm.
from back when there used to be a lot of people that worked there.
Mhm.
And one of the sections is on dealing with customers who are difficult. And it
Okay.
said, imagine they're talking to a dummy or a doll, not you. And so I took a magic marker and I wrote "fuck that" on top of the whole section there,
You
and
can't
stuck
give-
it back in my drawer.
The thing is, like, you cannot give people an excuse because
Yeah, exactly.
There isn't an excuse when you're a full-grown adult.
Nope.
To be talking to another adult in a
Mhm.
manner that is disrespectful to
Yeah.
them when they actually haven't done anything.
Yeah, because the next time they show up, I learned this with Dave McGravy. The next time they show up, they're going to be just as much, if not more, of a dick when they show up again. So
Yeah.
you have to say, listen, shut the fuck up, go outside, turn your attitude around, come back in. I'm more than happy to help you with your problem, but I'm not going to help you with your attitude. You have to do that on your own,
Right.
you know? And that's where you have to leave it. Otherwise, they're going to come in with that every single time because obviously they're mad. I completely understand when something doesn't work and you get frustrated about it. Very frustrating, especially when you have something to do or you can't get to your porn. I understand it's a very difficult situation, but
it's a lot of passion flowing.
Yeah, there's
a lot of blood boiling.
There's blood boiling. There's a lot of fluid
Semen
exchange.
flying everywhere.
You don't know what's going on,
It's
what's
a
left,
sticky
what's
situation.
right. But you have to chill out for a second if you're asking for help, because when you're asking for help, that's saying, I don't know what to do. Do you?
Yeah.
Not, I don't know what to do. You better fix it.
You don't go into
That's
like
not the way it works.
You don't tell your teammates like, "Fuck you! You
Yeah.
better catch that ball, or
Yeah.
I'm gonna kick your ass and I'm gonna punch your mother."
Yeah.
Like you don't say that kind of shit. You're like,
like what if the other teammates on the football field, if someone missed a pass, they tackled the guy?
"Fuck you, idiot!"
It'd be a whole different game.
Fucking stabbing guys out in the parking lot.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
missing plays.
Getting shivved, yeah. Getting shivved for
Should
missing
have
the
been
ball.
blocking, bitch.
Where were you? We'll know where you are now.
only one
Bleeding
set.
out in the parking lot.
See that one set of footprints there on the football field?
That's where you died.
That's where I walked away from your dead body.
Oh, man. Well, on that beautiful note, let's take a musical break here, and we will see after this. This is Rainbow with Kill the King. Here we
Kill
go.
the king. Fuck Gene Simmons.
What?
Fuck Gene Simmons.
How's he the king?
He's not the king. He,
No.
thought he made them a Lloyd.
Oh, yeah. The Brian James deal. Okay, I got it. See you on the other side.
Danger, danger, the queen's about to kill. There's a stranger, stranger, life about to spill. Oh no, move away from home. I need a spell to show. Fly like the wind, come on, speak on, speak on and on. Kill the king. Tear him down, kill the king, swing him down. Power happens every day. Power evolves all along the way. Oh no, move me out of home. I need a spell to charm. Fly like the wind. Come on, speed on and on. Kill the king. Treason, step the news again. Treason, we'll be sick and dead. Oh no, my God, I need a spell to charm. Fly like the rainbow, so be gone,
And that was Rainbow with Kill the King. And as the other computer is still not working, we're going to have to go off of the new laptop. So Matt is getting ready to join me once again.
Yes.
And here we are back again.
Here we are.
And here we are, as you can see.
Hello.
So what we're going to do now is what we like to call a segment that is very important to our very
To
existence.
the history of the United States, as well as the world's economy.
Would everyone please stand for the
Singing of the national weird news anthem.
once it starts?
Put your hand over your heart. Take your hat off. God damn it.
You commie? Are you a commie?
Nazi.
Yeah. You know, I was watching. There's this really cool. There's a couple of cool shows on Hulu about the Nuremberg trials.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, about all the Nazis, and then there's this one called Nazi Hunters or something like that.
Oh sweet.
It's some guy that goes. He like went out and tried to find all the Nazis that were still alive.
What, and kill them?
No, like bring them to justice, I guess. The people
Oh.
who had
He's like Nazi. He's like the fucking like Nazi Batman.
Yeah, Nazi. Why didn't he go with that angle? That's what I want to know. Nazi Batman.
It would have been a lot more. Had a better hook.
Yeah,
for the public.
Like
you heard Nazi Batman. Wouldn't you want to check that out?
Yeah, I'd be down for
I'd be
that.
all
Like,
about
right away,
it.
I'd be like, you kidding me? Nazi Batman?
Kill Batman kicking Nazi ass instead of the Joker.
Yeah, it's like Indiana Jones and Batman.
If Indiana Jones and Batman had a baby, that would be this guy.
Yeah, it would be Nazi Batman.
Indiana Batman.
That's what they would have named him too.
Or just Batman Jones.
Nazi Batman. Yeah, Batman Jones.
How you doing, y'all? My name is Batman Jones.
I'm your HR rep.
I heard you've been having some trouble with the management lately.
We are here to remedy these issues.
Well, Nazi Batman's not going to stand for that.
Nazi Batman is in your corner. You have nothing to fear but fear itself and the night.
Strike fear into my enemies' hearts.
Nazi Batman. He's here.
How do you scare a Nazi, by the way? Is it possible? Are Nazis fearless?
That's a good question. I wonder if
Or do they fear like the potato mashers?
they might fear the potato mashers.
Yeah, they're stick grenades.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yes, stick grenades. They're definitely something treacherous. I think they might be like maybe maybe Moses was scary, or Jesus would probably be
the
scary.
ultimate Jew, the unkillable Jew.
Jesus.
Yeah, Jesus is he's the bane of Nazis. You should invoke Jesus when you're hunting those Nazis. Be like, I invoke the power of Jesus to walk on water to you motherfuckers.
Sweet Hitler, no.
Sweet Hitler's jeans.
How is it that we always go for like a slightly effeminate Nazi every
it's kinda
time?
like an effeminate Swede.
It is.
Sweet Hitler's jeans, my meatballs.
He's not even
They're
German.
done.
He's not even German at all.
Nope.
Not at all.
Nope, he's a convert. I think our ultimate Nazi is like a Swedish convert because you can't convert those guys. They were completely neutral.
They
were 100%
if as much as the Nazis stuck to their convictions, that's how much the
Swedes
Swedes
were
are
preoccupied
sticking.
with their meatballs and their money.
They're like, we don't hear anything.
Well, have a Kia. We have meatballs, and we have all your
We
money.
do not hear any problems anywhere because we are too busy making meatballs. Stir the sauce. Stir the sauce.
Didn't you take German in school?
I did take German in
Then
school.
you should have like a German accent.
I should have a
readily
really,
available.
I
like,
should
and
have a really good one, but
holstered in your...
unfortunately, it's not. I don't really see. I guess the problem was we never learned to speak English like a German person. Maybe that's what the problem was. We just learned how to speak German. The only thing I remember readily, other than the alphabet, is a Bible verse.
Oh, go ahead and tell
Johannes 14,6. Ich bin der Weg und die Wahrheit und das Leben. Niemand kam zum Vater denn durch mich. That's all I remember. So
You sound like a fucking Nazi.
Yeah. Well, hell, Hitler to you too, buddy. Get the hell out of my house.
I'm about to take some Jesus up your ass.
Yeah. Jesus is coming. You better run. Are you scared?
See that boulder?
Yeah.
It's gonna move
He's
tomorrow.
He's ready. He's ready.
Coming back to life.
He's just waiting. He just has to respawn. That's all.
You ever heard of
Just give him
Easter
3 days.
kraut?
Yeah. Yeah. Look out! Shit's about to go south for you. All right. So let's see here. Let's do our little dance, musical dance. Maybe if this thing doesn't
Dance number.
take a crap
Courtesy
on
of
me too.
Stevie Wonder and Ricky Bobby.
One time. That's right, Ricky Bobby. Yeah. I haven't watched Talladega Nights in a long
yeah,
time.
It's been a long time.
I have to watch that again. Let's see here. Okay. Stevie Wonder, for the love of all things
We've been waiting for you, Stevie.
South and awesome.
You know what? You're only free in America because the Nazis didn't come and take over.
That's right. Sing us a song. You couldn't have defended. You don't even see anything.
You
Come
never
on.
saw him coming.
You would have.
Eternal darkness. Knocked.
Help me, Jewish God! Help me, Allah! Ah!
Weird news.
Help me, Tom Cruise! Tom Cruise used to wish death on me to get the fire off me! Oh, help me, Oprah Winfrey! Ah!
A tarantula enjoys a fine chewing gum. The human torch is denied a bank loan. The arsonist has buttered shit.
And now this week's weird news.
It sounded like you said total darkness. Like a German.
That's what I was going for. Knocked eternal.
Von Stevie Wonder.
Mr. Stevie Wonder.
You will play the piano immediately.
You will pay with your fingers.
Smash them. All right. Well, she's accused of calling. Wait a minute. What we're missing?
What's happening?
I think we're missing the top of the article.
Oh, the headline. Yeah. It's kind of important.
Florida woman fakes bomb threat in hopes of getting a ride.
Oh, I actually heard about this.
This woman's accused of calling in a bomb threat to get a free ride. She got one straight to jail. Joke's on them, though. That's where she was going. She had to report there after her court case. It's an unusual method. Patricia Lee Bembo.
Bimbo.
Let's call her Beambo.
It's called Bimbo.
Bimbo. Patricia Lee Bimbo allegedly used Monday to get picked up from a Raceway gas station
How
in
old was
Pensacola, Florida. Let's see. We're not there yet.
Okay.
I don't see it, though. Bimbo called U.S. Navy recruiting station around 8:45 a.m. and asked if she had reached the government, quote unquote. According to the Pensacola News Journal, if she had, the man who answered was First Class Petty Officer Charles Brockett. She allegedly told him there was a bomb at an undisclosed location. Bimbo demanded that someone come pick her up at the gas station, or else.
Yeah, is this a government?
Or else shit's gonna go down. That's what she said.
There,
quote unquote,
bomb
quote unquote.
somewhere.
Yeah.
If you don't pick me up, shit gonna go down.
Bimbo also reportedly gave her real name, according to police.
That's a brilliant move.
Master sleuth she is. So Brockhead informed his superior, who contacted the county sheriff's office. Deputies picked up Bimbo at the gas station, but chose to drive her to the county jail rather than her preferred destination.
So what do you think, guys? Should we take her where she's going to go, or you think we should take her just
I mean,
straight
she
to
did
jail?
ask to go to this place.
I mean, we would be liars.
Are we
if
sure
told
that
her.
there's no bomb? The suspect was charged with felony bomb threat and remains in county jail with bond set at $5,000.
Wow. Yeah, I read about that, and I was like, I mean, if you're a full-grown adult and you have the reasoning skills of like a 2-year-old, then how did you ever make it this far?
Right.
I mean, how? Because obviously you don't have anybody around to give you a ride, let alone help teach you about the way to live.
Yeah, exactly. It's
What are you just eating out of trash cans
Right.
or something? Like, how are you feeding yourself?
Yeah,
How do you
it-
even get dressed in the morning? Was she wearing like one of those like one stash overalls, like with a straw hat or some shit?
Yeah, and a little bit,
Like Huckleberry
yeah, a
Finn?
little piece of straw hanging out of her mouth there.
Yeah, it's some tumbleweed.
Yeah, it's yes.
No, it's not tumbleweed.
No, it's just wheat.
Pussy willow.
It's wheat. No, it's
Oh,
not pussy
wheat.
willow.
I'm
I mean,
sorry.
that's a different kind of thing.
Pussy willow.
Yeah, it's just a piece of wheat with a little bit of chaff on the end.
I gotcha.
But so here's the next one, Matt. This one's a very interesting one. We've been warning people about this for a long time, but these residents of China have unfortunately found out the hard way that they need to heed the warning that we have provided and stay away from singing this song.
Oh God.
This is not the right song.
No, this is.
Damn it. It's the
No.
wrong song.
It's Imba
that's it. Baba Bisi Baba. Let's see if this is the right one. We don't need
Oh,
to
you got
talk
the
anymore.
official Disney version of
Yes.
it. That's right, Pumbaa.
No, this is not
Tell him about it,
either.
Timon.
This is not it either.
Damn it, Timon! Damn it! What the fuck are you good for, you little muskrat?
Yeah, he
Simba should have ate
took
your
a
ass.
long time for me to figure out that he was a muskrat. Actually, I think he's a meerkat, but it actually says that he's a meerkat.
Oh, he's a
and- yeah.
meerkat.
Yeah.
He's still, you know what? He's still too small to be on the fucking in the right place in the food chain to be telling a lion what to do.
Yeah, this is true. Oh, it's the beginning of the Circle of Life song.
Yeah,
That's,
it's the circle of life.
I
you knew
thought
that.
I thought it was this is just some drunk.
That's basically what this
I
is.
should have played that one instead. But no, yeah. There it is.
Alright. I'll play the whole thing. Though. You know what's gonna happen.
We're on the second floor. We're safe.
Oh yeah,
Well,
that's true. We'll fall on top of them.
apparently not, because a wild boar fell through the ceiling of a children's clothing store in Hong Kong on Sunday.
How the fuck did that happen?
Pumbaa. And let's see, according to the South China Morning Post, the incident resulted in a 4-hour standoff
A 4-hour standoff?
with police after employees at the Chai Wan shopping mall in Hong Kong first spotted the animal, then fled the children's boutique, leaving the boar trapped inside. It's not clear exactly how the boar got into the mall office, but I think we know how it happened. It was quite obviously because somebody decided to sing. You fucked up. That's it. Yeah. Yep, that was it. That's all it took. And then there was a boar in.
Swear to God, you start
it
singing
was
that
right,
fucking
right
shit.
to the kids department,
A
though.
stampede is going to erupt out of anywhere
Yep.
you are in.
Yep.
It's a
And-
true fact.
And your
It's
evil uncle is
science.
going to kill your father.
Yeah,
it's
he's
the
gonna-
way it works. We can't do anything about it. It's just the law of nature.
It's the way that
It's the circle of life, really, is what it is.
That's what the song is about.
That's
it tells
all
you
it is.
exactly what's happening. It's an omen.
Your uncle's gonna kill your father.
You have to become the king of the animals.
Anyhow, the boar apparently made it into the ceiling by climbing up a ladder in the back room of the
No
shop.
fucking way. There's no way this thing is not like it more intelligent than any other animal.
There's not a chance at all.
How did what is it, like a warthog?
It's a wild boar.
How did a wild boar climb up a ladder?
I don't know.
Dude, zombies can't even climb up ladders.
No, they can't. It's true.
How did this happen?
It punched through the corner of a false ceiling into an elevated
This is
display
like-
case and then proceeded.
This is like the Solid Snake of wild boars.
Yeah.
This thing was infiltrating the children's store.
Had a box on top of it, was moving a few inches.
Dun, dun, dun.
So he then knocked over a few mannequins in the process. The incident came to a close after the vet tranquilized the animal and took it to a wildlife center for observation.
Hakuna Matata
For the rest of your days. My favorite part's at the end where they go yum,
yum, delicious animals.
Yeah.
Pork chops. They should have killed that bitch and ate him.
They
They
should
should have
have.
fed him to a children's like orphanage. That would have been some fucking poetic.
That's some
justice right
poetic
there.
justice. All right, that's exactly what they should have done. We need to get in contact with them because I don't think they've done anything with the animal.
So you're telling me the vet was the
As
hero
of
in the
yet.
story, that he either like used the fashion like a tranquilizer on like a spear, or he
well, I
used a
doubt they
tranquil-
speared
tranquilizer
the
gun.
wild boar and then took it
I
to
mean,
the
that would have been
zoo.
fucking sweet.
That-
It happened
that's-
in China.
Yeah, but at the same time, I don't think that sporing a beer is.
Spearing a boar. Sporing a beer. I'm not sure if spores in this beer is good for anyone.
Is this a bad thing? There's spores in
Am
my
I gonna
beer.
get infected?
I think there's diseases involved here. No, spearing a boar rather
Right.
is necessarily what you do when you want to keep it alive.
Well, I'm not saying like to kill him. I'm saying just like on using a long pole to inject him with the.
Oh, like a syringe
Tranquilizer.
on the end
Yeah,
of it or
yeah.
something like that. Oh, yeah. Well, I
They
suppose
just
that's
shot him with the gun, maybe.
yeah.
That's like, I got this shit. Back up. Everyone, get the fuck back. I'm a veterinarian.
I'm also Dwayne the Rock Johnson. I haven't been doing a whole lot recently.
There's an earthquake in a movie I'm coming out with next summer. And right now, I got something to do.
And right now, I'm picking up extra work.
Dwayne the Rock Hard Johnson is not very busy in between shooting. He needs something to do. And then he like points
I
at
already
the bull.
defeated a bunch of people in Egypt.
I took down Mr. John Cena at WrestleMania. This boar should be nothing. He gave it the people's elbow. Fuck you too.
With my tribal
Off
tattoo.
the turnbuckle at the children's store. Puts on a little pair of like baby suspenders and he's
Oh man,
about to fuck this bull up.
this thing's about to get.
I'm in G.I. Joe.
Remember that thing you used to play with?
Made a movie about it.
Yep, that's it.
$100 million later, and The Rock is looking for something to do.
The Rock is hungry and he doesn't have anything else left to cook, so looking for some food.
I smell boar burgers.
Yeah.
That's what The Rock's cooking tonight. This boar is like, look, bitch, I climbed a ladder and I broke through a false wall. I'm definitely 10 times smarter than you.
How many languages do you speak?
I speak English, Boer, Swahili, Latin, and Mandarin. Okay? That's why no one
How the fuck
understands
do you think
me.
I got all the way to China from here? You know, I didn't swim. I fucking hopped the boat. I put a hat on, some sunglasses. Fuckers didn't even realize I wasn't a person. I'm a genius. Step aside, Dwayne. Well, I'll tell you what, Matt. Never trust the macaroni salad.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I never do.
That's one of the.
Never,
That's actually the 10th tenet of Satanism.
The 10th tenet of Satanism?
Yeah, they forgot to add that to the list.
Never trust the macaroni salad.
Never trust the macaroni salad.
It'll always get you in trouble.
It'll turn on you when you least expect it.
That's true.
This is the first line of this article. Swear to God.
It's true though. It's true of all macaroni salad.
The macaroni salad really is the most wily of all salads because it's got that elbow pasta and it can sneak right around the corner.
It takes a turn right on you.
You don't know where it's going. You can't tell if it's going straight or sideways, left or right.
Depending on which way you look at it, it could be going
up or down. And when you're in three-dimensional space, you can go anywhere. Anywhere. You can go anywhere.
Most unpredictable.
You can go anywhere. This after police in Mount Morris, New York, apprehended 3 burglary suspects Sunday by following a trail of macaroni salad that they left behind.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
In a release published Monday morning, the county sheriff's office reported that thieves broke in, stole a cash register from a Build-A-Burger restaurant, along with the establishment's entire surveillance system and a large.
They stole the surveillance
Yeah,
system?
they're like, can't catch us if we take it with us.
What are you going to review?
Yeah,
Nothing.
Looks like the holes in the walls didn't catch anything.
That's fairly smart.
It is relatively intelligent, but they made up for it by the macaroni salad and a large bowl of macaroni salad. Deputies were hot on the criminals' trails, literally, as they attempted to escape via the nearby Greenway Trail, rather. Found along the trail were cash register parts, surveillance system parts, rubber gloves, loose change, and a steady trail of macaroni salad. Were these guys seizing the whole time they're running away? How did they drop all this shit?
Yeah, that must have been like a bowl that was overfilled with macaroni salad.
Unbelievable.
It's literally pouring out. It's like a trail of like a gasoline.
Yeah.
Like if you were to like leave the gasoline pouring out the back and just run with it.
Like you poke a hole in. Yeah.
Like if you lit a match and you dropped it, the macaroni salad would set fire until it reached.
Back to the store. Yeah, exactly. It was later discovered that the suspects stole a large bowl of macaroni salad, which they took turns eating along their escape route.
That's probably why it's falling out.
That's it.
They're sitting there.
They're sloppy eaters.
Shoving their hands in the macaroni salad.
Yep.
I'll tell you what, guys. You know what goes great with a robbery? Macaroni salad.
I mean, they rhyme, right? Right,
Robbery,
guys?
Macaroni.
Yeah, that's it. It's delicious. Officers arrested Matthew P. Spetko, who's 34, James P. Marullo, who's 35, Timothy S. Walker Jr., who's 23, by early Sunday afternoon. The 3 have been charged with third-degree burglary, third-degree criminal mischief, fourth-degree grand larceny, and the ruining of perfectly good deli salads. Walker faces an additional charge for criminal possession of a controlled substance. Macaroni salad, says police. It's it doesn't get more controlled than macaroni salad. That shit does not move in there. It's like suspended in all that mayonnaise.
Oh my God.
Per the Democrat Chronicle, the 3 have been booked in the Livingston County Jail. Most of the stolen property has been recovered.
I will tell you that is the most disgusting treat that you could possibly eat during a robbery. Why would you ever want to eat all that macaroni stuff?
Why wouldn't you steal a couple Red Bulls?
Oh my God, I know. Like, it's a Build-A-Burger place. Build a burger.
Yeah, right.
And take it with you if you're that fucking hungry.
Yeah.
And it's not like there's a lock on the fucking freezer.
Yeah.
Like you can go in and make whatever the hell you want. That is honestly the most disgusting thing. I read that earlier today. I somehow came across it. And I was like, how the hell do you eat that nasty bowl of macaroni salad?
I
and why would you ever even try to take it?
Yeah. That's the good
salad?
question. What was their motivation behind picking it up and running?
Of all the things, the macaroni salad.
Yeah.
What do you think? You can get a couple bucks for it?
Right.
This is some good ass macaroni salad. I bet I can make $30 off this shit.
Sell this shit. We'll just put it in little shot glasses and sell it as samples.
Boom.
That's it. Well, this one you may have heard of too, heard about, but I don't know if you read the whole thing.
No.
The thing about elevator doors, Matt, is that they open and close.
Right.
A point to keep in mind if you're planning to rob someone in an elevator.
Rob someone in an elevator?
Did you hear about this?
No.
Deputies.
I heard the last
Hear
two.
about this? Hear about this? Deputies in the Florida's Broward County say surveillance video shows a man armed with a knife entering an elevator and taking the purse of a 77-year-old woman. Then
Give me the purse, you old bitch.
He tries to leave and walks smack into the closing doors. He eventually gets out, but he's still at large. But now that his image is circulating nationwide as an object of ridicule that might not last long.
So instead of like putting out his arm like any normal person would do when the
Right.
elevator doors
Right,
are
to hold the
closing,
door open, yeah.
He walks straight into them
Yeah.
as they're closing, and they just like whack him,
Smack dab into him.
falls down, and she probably laughed at him. She's like, ha ha ha.
Yep, that's it.
You might have gotten away with my purse, but not your own dignity.
You didn't leave with your dignity, son. You may have gotten some of
You may
my...
have left with my virginity, but you definitely didn't leave
Who are
with
you
any of
again?
your dignity. You are my late husband, Fred, aren't you? Fred
I don't
used to
know
always
why.
rob me in
He used to
elevators.
steal my purse every
It
time
was-
we went in an elevator.
It was an erotic game we played in which he stole my purse, and I didn't see him for 7 months. He came home, and I've forgotten who he
Thinking
was.
of booze and not having any of the money left, of course. It was such a game. Such a game.
All of our worldly possessions were soon found in the flea market locally.
He used to pawn our house without me knowing it. And he would come to take it, and I'd say, "Who are you?" And then they would tell me, and then I would say, "Well, it's just a game."
Many a
It's
high-stake
just
poker
a
game
game.
involved the mortgage on our lovely two-bedroom rancher.
Which now sits abandoned because the bank failed to sell it at an auction. And I tried to move
Foreclosure
back
came
in.
swiftly like an ocean tide across my old and flabby legs, knocking us over onto our butts. When we finally drew all of our retirement money out of our savings
And
funds,
stood up off of our butts.
we decided on buying a camper so that we could scam people for money across the entire country.
We figured what better way to live our lives than scamming people across the country.
We found a way to close elevator doors at will, and we began
We developed
scamming-
our psychic powers in a
Look.
very specific manner to close elevator doors. That were
We channel all of our psychic energy into elevator doors.
we
So that-
figured one day we could trap a millionaire on that and hold him hostage.
If you don't let us take your millions of dollars, you'll starve to death in this elevator, along with me. But I'm willing to
I'm much
die.
older than you. Will probably go first, but
I've lived a full life, have you?
would you care to? But that's it. Short weird news for this week.
Oh, that was
Yeah,
it?
that was it. Just had a few
Damn,
stories.
that was
Yeah,
a
not
really
not a
fast
whole lot
Weird news.
worth mentioning.
Jesus.
But yeah, so which is fine because we got a late start, so we're sort of ending on time anyway. But I guess that's it for this week.
Yeah,
Huh?
that's it.
We'll still get another one in before my birthday here because that's not till Thursday. But
Yeah, we got one more.
but yeah, so I guess until next time, this is a Kickstart with Matt,
And Matt.
and this is Annihilator.
That's right.
This is an oldie.
Alice
Older.
in Hell. It's quite
Alice
old.
in Hell.
1988, I think. It's as old as we are.
Oh, it is. You're right. You're absolutely right. I hate this song, but we're playing it anyway.
Well, I love it. So do other people.
Well, you can all
Perhaps you
go
will too.
to hell with Alice.
Well, Alice will be there waiting for you.
Yeah, that's fine. See you next week.
See ya.
Alice, isn't it wonderful? Living life free. Now look around the corner. I might be looking there. Out to the bed at night. You're out till dawn again. Your mind begins to fall. Aren't you going cold? You are looking blue. What else can you do? I'm in my room, like chaos in your mind. Crying out you lost it all. It isn't worth the time. Your mind begins to fold. Aren't you going cold? What are you looking for? Should I close the door? Alice, sitting right today. Alice, aren't you scared? Alice, kill the bird. I shoot this fire scene. Power in the basement. You're trapped insanity. Alice, what were you looking for? Alice, as I close the door. Alice, here you shall dwell. Alice, in here.